How dating has changed. Dating sucks. Period. Now more than ever, it's getting pretty weird. Today 1 out of every 3 marriages originate online. But is that necessarily a good thing? While the goal of technology and online interactions is to bring us closer together, could it actually be pulling us further apart? Online dating is a relatively new phenomenon that has taken the world by storm. It gives people a chance to connect without actually meeting face to face. Some even say it creates higher compatibility than dating the normal way. But at what cost? Dating has gotten weird. So many options. Meeting potential partners online dramatically increases the dating pool. And users are often exposed to more people than they could meet in a lifetime. This has the potential to create a feeling of disposability among its users. Think about it. Are you more or less likely to hold on to someone when you have 2,000 other options in your area? Furthermore, when deciding between so many potential partners, people will resort to weak methods of choosing. And they're more likely to be unhappy with whatever option they choose. Because there are so many what-ifs to consider. That kind of thinking can be harmful to a long-term relationship. Profile, profile, profile. If you say it enough, it loses its meaning. But that doesn't stop online dating sites from shoving them down your throat. Profiles are meant to be the first glimpse of a potential partner. But perhaps they get a little too much attention. A user's profile can be a very ineffective gauge of compatibility. Users will often make poor profile decisions. But that doesn't mean they don't have other qualities about them that are great. Being that dating and relationships can be so fickle and dynamic. Sometimes just like algorithms. We ourselves don't have the insight to pre-screen potential partners. Yet the biggest dating sites claim to have super special algorithms that match people together compatibly. But none of them have released their algorithms to be vetted by the public. Not only that, but psychologists and the scientific community have never identified any combination of likes, dislikes, or characteristics to directly lead to a happy relationship. So, either dating sites know something that the scientific community doesn't, or their algorithms aren't very substantial. The proof is in the pudding. In an ever-evolving world where things are constantly being changed and revolutionized, some things really should stay the same. At least to some degree, dating has gotten weird enough as it is. Now that it has moved online, it's a whole new ball game. Successful dating sometimes seems more trouble than it's worth. If you're with someone and you want it to work, you might be willing to go to extreme lengths. But if you feel like it's not going to work, no matter what you do, you might let the dream of a successful dating relationship go. What's the point, right? But don't give up. Instead, allow the 7 rules for successful dating work for you. 1. Respect one another. There are lots of ways to demonstrate that you respect your partner. That can be as simple as being a better listener and encouraging them. Show that you want the relationship to succeed. 2. Discuss goals. Talk about where you see yourself going. And make it clear the role you perceive your partner having in your future. 3. Make decisions together. When things come up, discuss them together. Whether you're trying to decide on a vacation location, or are making a decision about a new job, the discussion and working through things will make the relationship stronger. 4. Talk about money. If you're in a serious dating relationship, discussing money is absolutely essential. Most marriages end because of financial issues. The same is true of successful dating. Discuss small things, like budgets and monetary goals to start. 5. Spend time together. It seems normal, but sometimes, you need to work to spend time together. If you're both busy or are on opposite schedules, see if you can squeeze in a couple hours at odd times. 6. When things happen, share them. Whether it's a bad day at work, a hard day in classes, or just frustration with someone, share it. This allows you to know what's coming. Sometimes those little things build up, and then you take the anger or frustration out on your partner. That's normal. But for successful dating, sharing the incident with them will allow your partner to prepare for an outburst. And it gives that person the opportunity to support you. 7. Don't hide the truth. Lying is easy. Everyone does it. Avoid temptation. It doesn't make things better or easier. In fact, when the truth comes out, which it will, it makes it a lot harder to handle. If you read through those 7 rules for successful dating, you probably noticed a pattern. Most of them have to do with communication. That's because the only way you can have a successful dating relationship is by keeping the lines of communication open. That doesn't mean you talk about absolutely everything. It does mean you talk about the important things, the semi-important things, and even a lot of the mundane things. Successful dating done right. Successful dating isn't easy. But if you do it right, it's worth it. Really, when you and your partner learn to communicate and respect one another, successful dating is natural. And it's something you'll learn to desire for each and every relationship that you're in. Don't worry, it'll get better. Now, are you ready for marriage? This is for those who are currently dating and wondering if they should take it to the next level. Marriage. So, are you ready to have and to hold? From this day forward, in sickness and in health, for richer and for poorer, till death do you part. Are you ready to keep to these vows? And not waking up one day wishing you had your wedding in Las Vegas, so you could pack your bags and leave? I've thought about this for a while, and I have a few questions I would like to ask before you get on one knee or whatever and pop the big question, or before you as a lady say yes. First, are they the one? Let me just lightly touch on this. Can you stay alone in a room for hours without being physically intimate, but just talk and laugh? If so, you are on the right path. If not, alarm bells should be going off. Because you will not have sex every day of your marriage. And if you can't talk now, when will you talk and really know each other? Because last time I checked, telepathy was still science fiction? So, before you marry, ask yourself, will you be able to talk with this person into old age? Second, are you always right? If this is true, then no, you are not ready for marriage. One of you is too busy tolerating the other to be ready for marriage. There will be some disagreements in a relationship, and they usually end when each party compromises. If in your case, you are the one who is always right, then you are a dictator and don't expect that to change when you get married. On the other hand, if you are always wrong, then you are a victim, and you shall continue being victimized in your marriage. Third, do you love them? True love goes far beyond the glitz and glamour of your dinner dates, walks in the park, movies, and parties. If all this were taken away, and you were to stand before a jury of your peers, and charged with the task of convincing them that you love your partner, would the verdict be a unanimous yes? Would the jury be undecided? Or would it be no? If you cannot show cause as to why you love and want to spend the rest of your life with the person you are dating, then you better think twice. You will always look back to these days and either convince the old you that you love the person you married, or you will convince yourself that they were never the one, and you never actually loved them. Henry Ward Beecher said, "A well-married person has wings. Poorly married shackles." The fact that the person you marry determines the kind of person you will be makes it sensible to be sure that the person you want to marry is the one you are with, and you are the one for them, and you are both ready for marriage. Like, share, comment. Subscribe to Total Transformation channel.